Can you hear me? Is my voice being picked up? It should be, according to OBS. Yes, great. So, the same thing happened. Well, maybe not, because last time I went up to SoundSource, the audio management program I have. I changed, it had the input as the correct microphone. I changed it back to the built-in microphone, and then I switched back to this one. That fixed it. This time, it didn't. Yes, OBS wasn't picking it up either. So then I tried restarting OBS. As I was closing it, it crashed. I tried starting it up again. It was very laggy. I went over to Unity. That was very laggy as well. So I decided to restart the computer. That took about, I think, half an hour, or maybe 25 minutes, something like that. Then it got back in. It took another few minutes to get itself together again. So to open all the windows, all the applications that are supposed to start at launch, all that sort of stuff. Then I started OBS. OBS did pick up the microphone. So I was like, great, I can start. Then I opened up Unity, and it said something about I wrote it in here. It said something. It said scanning the project. I have no idea. Maybe when I restarted, a part of Unity was still running. I don't know. I did quit it. Unity Hub was still running, but Unity wasn't. Maybe it got interrupted doing something it shouldn't do, but maybe it did. I don't know. The project, everything is still there. Nothing has been corrupted. It still runs the same. It's fine. It didn't find anything in the scan. It was all fine. So now I started OBS again. And why does it always start music? That's another one of those riddles. Anyway. Right. So, with all of that out of the way, and 47 minutes late, hello, welcome, whether you're watching this live or archived. Hello. Yes, Ghostly Venture is tonight's stream, because this is being filmed on Friday the 22nd, not the 13th. So, yes, let me get right to business of reading chat, which is over that way. So, Kangofango, Sad Face, Mr. W, XD, hello both of you, welcome. Restart the computer maybe, don't know. Maybe do that later if all else fails. Yeah, it cut a bit off at the top. I can't read that anymore. But the short of it is the mic didn't work. Or the computer didn't recognize it, I think. Maybe do that later if all else fails. Check if your PC is on mute. Yeah, I did that. It's not muted. Yes. And even if it was, you could still hear me. Like, for example, now I've muted it and you can still hear me, correct? Yes. I did, and it wasn't. Alright. What are you doing now, Shred Ice? I'm reading chat. Unity is now sluggish as well. I'll restart the Mac. Yep. Maybe my problem. That's unfortunate. Good luck. See you then. See you then. Don't think so, WL. That's what I meant. Not don't think do. Hopefully see you soon. Maybe trying streaming again when you can, just to see if it works. Yeah. Yes. Probably. I'm gonna make myself a drink. Be back soon. Enjoy. See you soon. You'll miss all the content. Yes. Wink. Should I try recording audio in QuickTime or something to see if the mic is healthy and working? Yeah, no need. It's working now. Or check if you see the audio level shifting in SoundSource OBS while speaking. I didn't check in SoundSource, but in OBS, it wasn't. Just nothing being picked up. I will when it's finished restarting. Yes, and it does. Alright, let's get out some UK facts while we're watching. Country Durham looks a bit like Australia, doesn't it? Indeed. The shape, yes. The bar is moving, yay. Anything? The restarting bar is moving, good. Yeah, it said it was going to Rome. Ah, has it packed a toothbrush? Don't know. Ah, sunglasses? Yes, I saw it wearing them. Yes, the bar, it's moving to Rome. Nice. Any progress? Yes. Nice. Damn, I think I put too much sweetener in. Yikes, hope it wasn't too bad. What do you mean by sweetener? Nah, not too bad. Coffee. Ah, like sugar cubes? Try this. Sweetener instead of sugar. I've started drinking coffee. Coffee. So. Like the harmful artificial stuff or the bad for the teeth cane sugar? As an artificial sweetener? Yes, artificial sweetener. Ah. What now? Artificial sweeteners are harmful. Yes. That is true. Well, the real stuff seems to be harmful by what you're saying. Should be back soon. Nice. Both sugarcane and artificial sweeteners are harmful. I thought so, from what Shada said. Maybe try coconut sugar instead. Well, cane sugar is refined, so it pulls minerals out of your teeth, which damages them. Yes, because in the refining process, a lot of the minerals get pulled out of the cane sugar. So if you then eat it, those minerals, so that it can be digested, have to be added, have to be substituted. So maybe that's not the right word, but it pulls minerals out of your teeth, so it can be digested properly, which is obviously bad for your teeth, which is why from refined sugars, you get damage to your teeth, holes in your teeth, much more quickly and much easier than unrefined sugars. So unrefined sugars, coconut sugar, date sugar, etc., have minerals in them, so they're not that bad for your teeth. Still wouldn't chew on them, though, yes. Have indeed them, yeah. I'll do a bit of internet searching. Great. Thank you, indeed, yes. Doing independent research is always great. Be right back. Going to get some food. Oh! Is it getting itself? It is getting itself together now. Yay. OBS? No, the Mac. So the restartation process is wrapping itself up now, probably. Good. OBS sees the mic. Oh, now. PHONE. Foam. Just starting Unity. Yay. Now Unity is scanning the project. It was. Hope nothing gets corrupted. Yep, same. I have a backup if it does. Yay. Re-backup. Hey! Stream starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's there! It was. 4, 3, hurrah! 2, 1, 0, lift off, yay! Here we go. Hope to goodness the audio works. It does, apparently. Sherry, did you say that it would be? Sherry did say that it would be. Yes. Yay, works. So glad to hear a voice in all this silence. Have fun reading chat. I will endeavor to do so. Hey. Yep, it starting music all the time. It throwing the cursor out every so often. All mysteries. Yes, UK facts while we're waiting, not watching. Right. So, what do you say we get started? Yes, sounds good. Does it? I'm just gonna assume it does. Right. Switch over. Let's see. It did switch over, so that is good. Right. So, I added something to the maze generator. So, you'll have to tell me if the size is good again. Is this size okay now, or what? Is this good? Can you read everything? By the way, numbers 9, 7, 5, and 3 were written out. Yes. Well, yes indeed. Please start. Nice eyes, thank you. Hells bells, an hour late. You gonna go on an extra hour to make up for it? I'm unsure. Many thanks, Red Eyes. We'll see how it goes. Right, so I added two variables, which is two integers, min walk distance and maximum walk distance. And what these do is down here, where each walker, each time it steps, so to say, where previously it chose one of the four random directions, completely randomly. Now I've got an integer here, which is set for each walk in the beginning, equal to 0, which is walked counter. Each time it tries to move and to place a room, it checks if walked counter is less than or equal to 0. If so, then walked counter is equal to a random value between minimum walk distance and maximum walk distance, plus 1 because it's exclusive, meaning that the last number isn't included. And then it sets R, which is the random direction, to a random range between 0 and 4, which means that it only changes, if a walker is walking in a direction, it only changes direction if walked counter is at 0. So it counts down each time. So let's say walked counter is 4. It goes 1, then 3, 2, 3, so yeah, 2, 1, 0, and then it changes direction, and it sets the walked counter back up to a random value, maybe 2, so then it's 2, 1, 0. Then it goes again, which means that now we should hopefully get more corridors of rooms rather than these big blobs that just clump together. And then, of course, after that, it decreases walked counter by 1, that means that each time it moves, it doesn't matter if it places a room or not, it reduces walked counter by 1. So yes. So let's see this in action. By the way, here, if you look over it isn't displaying anything over here. Hold on, let me restart Unity. Probably a good idea anyway, after it's scanning the project. Right, so now here we go. Yes, so we've got the variables here: min walk dist, max walk dist. Moment. If we wanted this the same way that it was before, we would need to set both of these to 1. So it always only walks one pixel, and then changes direction. Walks 1 pixel, changes direction. With this, it goes a minimum of 2, and then a maximum of 3. So in practice, this then results in more corridors. So you can see, looks more like a corridor thing now. Yeah, you can see. Quite nice shapes. And these aren't going to be corridors. These are rooms which will have corridors in them. It's just the overall shape. Yes, some of these rooms may just be corridors, like for example down here. Because depending on what rooms are connected to a tile, it will choose randomly between a set of different room types. So for example here, there's only a room at the top. So of this one, there's only a room at the top and one at the bottom. None either side, none here, none here. So in this case, it may randomly choose a room which is a corridor. So all of this stuff going down here could be corridors. That's sort of, yes, that's the sort of thing. So now let's play a little bit with this. So if now I increase the maximum room count to 100 and change let's change the maximum distance to 10. So we can move 10 before, potentially move 10 before this, change direction. You can see what this results in. So these are 300 rooms. You can see sometimes, like over here, it went a direction like this, a couple of squares. Then it went a lot further up. Then it changed, well, it probably went up like this. Then it changed direction to go down, back to the same spot. Or maybe a same spot. It could have gone a bit further and then down. Anyway, it went to this spot. Then it changed direction, went a little bit, then changed direction, went all the way up here. Which may have actually been, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, this was probably 2 when it went in the same direction, and then over and over. Whereas in the middle here, it changed direction a lot more. Let's do another one. Ooh, this is an interesting design. This one is a lot bigger in its dimensions, because it changed direction a lot less, which means it went a whole lot further out. And this is sort of the thing I wanted. Obviously not this big, but if you remember, each one of these little rooms is 20 by 20 meters. But yes, you can see the sort of things that this spits out. And yeah, see, this is what I wanted. Like, for example, over here, you can see that this now intersects. Here, it is a corridor where it intersects, basically. Which, with the old system, it only very rarely did. Because each time, if it got onto this, okay, so let's say it went down and down and down, and then went onto this square here, where the crossing is. Let's just press F. So in this one, then to actually make a crossing like this, it would need to choose randomly and roll to go down again. Then we need to go down again, and then another one, which is just very unlikely. Well, yeah, it is, to get this in both directions. But like this, all it needs to do is choose to go down, have a long enough path to go down, and then it crosses over like here, and like over here, and over here as well. It goes back into itself. Here it crosses over, there it crosses over. So yes, this is a success. Let's just do a couple more. Actually, you know what, let's give it a few more walkers. So we've got, at the moment, 3 walkers. Let's up that to 5. So now we've got 500 rooms in total. So there you can see quite a big structure. And if I wanted to tweak this, if I wanted to get a design like we used to get before, again, just to put both of those at 1, down to 1, I mean, and now you can see we get this kind of blobby structure again, this like kind of more cave structure, which looks more organic, but yeah, like this, you can see. Yes. Which is interesting, but I don't want to use that for this type of maze. So let's do 3, 2, well, let's do 3, 1, 3. Let's try that, because I want to get a good setting for this a bit. Oh, I forgot to change this. The maximum number of rooms should be like 10. So we get 30 in total. It seems like a good number of rooms. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, because the central room doesn't count. So yes, this is what I wanted. let's just do 5 more. 1, that's nice. 2, interesting. 3, a bit blobby. 4, also a bit blobby. And 5, good. That is nice. Let's just do one more good measure. Yes, you can see corridors now work. Right, so with that done, I'll read chat. Interesting. With Walker, I always think of those long-legged creatures from your island-based photography game. 2nd level, I believe. Maybe. Also, will this game feature re-rumors? Well, rumor has it that it might. But that's just a rumor that was retold. Is that still an intended project? That's one of... for Sharders, I'd say. You mean the island game? Yes, definitely. It's just that because for a long time I was using an old version of Unity from 2017, I think. Well, yeah, I think 2017. Maybe before that. And I made the game in that. And for a long time I didn't update because I had a Pro license. They changed the licensing system so that Pro is now subscription, which means the licenses you had don't work anymore. And yeah, so I didn't want to update. Then I had to update because macOS no longer supports 32-bit applications. I believe that was the reason. Or maybe it was because I was about... yeah, I think that was the reason. So then I updated, and because I think it's because I skipped so many versions, it just broke... Basically, it broke every animation, and any object that had multiple objects, well, sub-objects, so meshes, I mean, models that had multiple sub-objects, it only placed, well, it had them, but it placed them at 0, 0, 0, and it didn't give them a mesh, which means that game would need so much updating, just so much, incredibly large amount of updating, which will take a long, long time. At some point, yes, I will do that. But at the moment, I want to work on other things. We'll see about it when Living Art is released. We'll see about it then. Sharadai is lovely. Oh, thank you very much. Well, I thought you'd know. Looks nice from top down. Well, actually, it was bottom up. Well, bottom down. Yeah. Well, I think it is still planned, but no release dates or anything. Right. Animations are bugged after Unity Blend update, so that would have to be sorted. It's, spoilers, very beautiful and partly slightly creepy. Yes. The photography game? Oi. I expected as much. Hehe. It's a genius concept, exactly the kind that he would come up with. I suggest maybe a cryptozoology variant DLC. Well, that game takes place on a newly discovered continent, so all of the animals there are fictitious ones. So it kind of is already a bit like that, only they are not widely known animals. They're ones I've come up with myself. So, yeah. But maybe it sounds interesting. Almost looks like the whole level itself. Yay, blobby. So will you model corridor and junction meshes today? I don't know. Maybe. Shanice, that would be the ultimate surprise if the Re-Rumors returned. Quite a good title, that. The Re-Rumors return. Tongue twister. Eh? I don't think so. Re-Rumors return, Re-Rumors return, Re-Rumors return, Re-Rumors return, Re-Rumors return. I don't find that difficult, but maybe that's because I'm a native German speaker. Yep, my taxi game, Mad Cabbies, is also extremely broken now, and would require a lot of fixing. Shardais, the snail's lovely. Oh, and the spoilers, crab. Yeah, the crab. I know the crab. I know what you mean. Right, so 50 minutes to go. What to do? Let's see. Well, okay. Okay, let's... Okay, so here is a question I have. Well, I think I have to decide on more, yeah. And that is, do I make the room's design modular? And by that I mean, do I make a set of different wall pieces, and then when I need to make a new room, I import those different wall pieces from a different Blend file, which I can do, and then build the room out of that? Or do I make each new room from scratch? Now, I believe the first one would be better. So, okay, well, let's just load the room. Let's just see what it looks like. So, we've got Roman room large 1. Let's rename that to, well, to the other one, to Roman room large northeast southwest 1. Let's rename this one with FBX at the end. No, not BFX. Haha. FBX. Let's go fly a kite. Well, modular would make the rooms more unique. Modeling them all individually would it take more effort? Oh, that's not supposed to be sung. Oh, sorry. Modular would make the rooms more unique. Modeling them all individually would make it take more effort. More, I get it, because of that stream title. Which, by the way, is more ghosts, maybe. Or more, as in the more, the swamp, the more. Not swamp, but you know what I mean. So, I think the opposite is true. If I make them individually, then each room would be more unique, would be different, because, they don't share any of the wall part assets. If I make them modular, then it would make them less unique because they share the same mesh segments. However, that could be a good thing, because that way they kind of would blend in a bit better, I would say. So, Dartmoor, as in that, yes, Moor, Dartmoor, yes. I'm only joking, I know it's Dartmoor. Right, so let's Shadis, you're right. Well, okay, if you say so. So, let's have a look. Right, so I've got the plane down there, which actually, okay. So, I think that I am going to scrap the idea of having large and small rooms. It's just not necessary. If I want small rooms, I can just make a few large rooms into small rooms, but it spawns it in as one large room, and then since the parts in the rooms are going to be randomized and not procedurally generated, randomly generated. If you want to know the difference between the two, go back a few streams. I explained it there. So that light blinked. But other than that, yes, I think that it's just not needed. It's just not needed, which means that I can just rename these to Roman. I don't need large rooms or room large. So like this, and then over here, Roman. There we go. Oh, that means that I need to go... Yeah, I need to change the name of this variable here as well. If I go up here, it needs to be Roman room. Roman room, northeast, southwest set, which means I need to reassign the variable. Oh, right, of course. Huh. I need to, of course, change this here. Of course I need to. Yes. Let's have a hook. No, you mean let's have a butcher's. Shredis, will the rooms feature dusty couches? They will probably not, but they will feature seating implements. So, yes, Roman north, east, southwest 1 goes in there. Good. Shredis, so the SSU, Shredis, Shared Universe, features Romans? Shredis, I know. Well, of course it does, because it is based on the real, well, Earth, this Earth, existing in it. So, like for example, Living Art, you start on Earth. You've got a museum, you've got forests, you've got minecarts, you've got all that sort of stuff. So Earth definitely exists in this shared universe. And Earth's history also exists. At least the way people think history is the same way that in my shared universe the people think of history as being. There may be differences in the past which are not known to common people. So, let's have a butcher's den. Okay, I don't want to make an Let's have butcher's den. Maybe a badger's den, but butcher's den, nah, I don't think so. Oh, I see. So real-life wars also took place? Yes, they have. At least that's one thing confirmed, and we don't have to worry about being on an alternative Earth for a Living Art. Yes, that is true. At least from the people's perception, yes. That would just complicate things and be cruel. Cruel, probably. Anyway, so, cruel. Cruel! You said it. That was funny. Anyway. Water, sorry. There you go. Right, so let's have a butcher's at the model. That just doesn't sound right. So, let's go in here. Right, so that means that since I won't need, because at the moment you can see with this grid, I've split it into 9 pieces, so that because I wanted to keep these for the 9 smaller rooms, for the smaller room variety, but now I can repurpose this to serve as the door width, basically, where the doors have to be to line up. So let's just do this. Let's zoom in a bit more also. That should work. Also, yes, this is too big. That's why it was Z fighting. Although that is actually quite strange. I don't know how that happened. Dang, made the same mistake twice. Hehe. Shared universes are wondrous, aren't they? Yes, they are. They are. Because they just open up so many more possibilities, so many more thought experiments, which is just very, very interesting to me. Let's see if this is actually in the center. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is in the center, which means that this... let me just hide that. So this... Oops, the light went off again. That is still a bit concerning. Wait, are there double edges? No, it's just... Oh, I see. The outer edge and the inner edge. Did you know that in Blender, if you go into wireframe mode, the outer silhouette of the object, as it were, has a stronger orange line than the inner ones, if you can actually see that. Oh, you probably can't, the resolution is probably not good enough, but if I zoom in, you can see it. So you can see the outer one is much thicker than the inner ones, which is interesting. So your train's routes are set in the same universe as your games? Well, there may be one or two hints, like a name being used in both, but that's more an Easter egg. They generally are not. However, since my train's routes are set on Earth, and Earth is in my shared universe, technically yes, but not explicitly, at least not yet. Imagine a shared franchise universe, but the two games are in two universes. Well, then it's pointless, but interesting. So you'll put this route and its sessions are part of the Paradise shared universe, but it is a standalone experience and can be enjoyed as such. I see. Most of them can work like that, I guess. Na, ha ha. Sure, whatever you mean. So, here we go. Right. What to do? Okay, well, again, this thing. Right, so into how many sections should this be dividable, if that's a word? So I'm thinking of how to do the segments. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Dividable. And yeah. Dividable. I know. I just couldn't think of the word there, so I made one up. Anyway. Yeah, so 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. So I could. Right. So this, actually no, it's not 4.5. But this is the maximum possible size. But I want a little bit of a corridor there for the gate. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5, which means that it'll be 1 3/4. Yes. No, 3 3/4. Right? Yes, 3 3/4. Dividable. Like rivet. Dividable. Yeah. Not divide. Deviate. Like rivet. Oh, before that. But D instead of T. Imagine a Venn diagram where two in-game universes are linked like they are two in-game universes. Then you have the circle around the diagram, which is the franchise universe. I see what you mean. Sounds interesting. Oi, you missed one of mine. There we go. Yes, I did notice it. Thank you very much for saying it, though, because I may indeed have not noticed it. So, the thing is, I may want to put a lot of interesting shapes into this. I may want to have a shape going down like this, and then up like that, and then over and like that. I may want to have another little room, so I want to have a wall here, then a wall going down there, and then a wall over there, and then another wall going around on this side to have a little room in there, or stuff like that, basically. But they need to line up with the door. So if I made each segment, also, another thing is that the smaller the segments are, the more separate meshes they will contain, the more it will lag. It's not that big of a difference, but it is a bit of a difference. So, okay, for example, if I made them 2 meters long, each segment, then I would have one here, so 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters, and then I'd need one of 1.5 meters. So I could just put them in, basically intersect them with each other. However, that is a bit messy. Shadis, will you also have curved corridors, diagonal ones? Yes, of course, of course. They won't, like, I can have one going from up here diagonally down here, but I'm not going to have one that continues on diagonally across multiple rooms, because that would just be too complicated then. Or have a one-tile maze? One-tile maze? Sure thing. The issue is with the doorways. If these were 2 meters wide, then it would be so much easier. So actually, let's go into Unity, and let's just see how much space we have with the doorways. If I have enough... Oh, never mind. If I have enough space... Oh, and it worked, how lovely. If I have enough space to make these 2 meters instead of 3 meters wide, then that would be good. But I did want to keep the... I did want to keep the squareness of them. Oh, this should connect back here. So we should actually be able to get over to the other side now. Yep. Oh, we can. Good. So you can see, now I've gone over to the other side. We were actually just over there looking in this way. And by the way, this is what this particular one looks like from underneath. Right, so I'm going to change it to 2 meter. I'm just going to do it. I've decided. And if it was a horrible decision, then it's your fault because you didn't stop me. Right. Also, I need to select these ones. Because in since 2.8, I think, you can actually edit multiple objects at the same time, which, while very good, is not exactly what I'm looking for. Also, is this not going to line up? That's not going to line up. That is not good. Why doesn't it snap to that? Huh. Okay, tell you what. I'm just going to add a new plane. Scale it up 10. Then I'm going to invert the selection, delete the old ones, and then I'm going to add it in again. Hopefully it should snap now. Yeah, now it snaps. Wonder why it wouldn't before. That's strange. I see. Should I stop? Just in case. Halt! It's not our fault now. It's his fault that he hasn't read chat. Well, I said the thing. I started it before I said that it's because you didn't stop me, which means that you can't use that as an excuse. Right, so this is the basic size of it. So now let me actually change the rooms to have the 3 meter, no, not the 3 meter, the 2 meter wide, the 2 meter wide doorways, just to see what it looks like in Unity. Right, so now save, export as FBX. This one, yes. Replace, save, go over, and let's test. We're off to test the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, to see if his magical abilities are working or not. Okay, yeah, the entrance, of course, doesn't line up now, but the doorways do still line up, and this is the amount of space we would have. So there, let me see. So I'm here, I can walk over. Not that much space. Like if there is space for an archway here, then I'm just not sure if there would be enough space for a doorway for the player to fit through. I may make the I may need to make the player a bit thinner so that the player can. But then the thing is, with the near clipping plane, you'd be able to kind of look through the things. Yep, make it wider. Well, if I make it wider, I would have to increase the width to 4 meters instead of 3 to keep with a... Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If... definitely not. Choice, yep, make it wider. If doorway meshes go in there, and doors. Yeah, that's the issue. You see, if I make them 4 wide... Actually... You know what? Does it matter? If I'm making it modular, does it even matter? The answer is... No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't matter because if I'm making it modular and I'm putting the modules together in... actually, I might put them together in Unity. Ooh, that's interesting. Might put them together in Unity. If I'm putting them together out of different segments, then I can just put in an archway there with the correct shape and size, make the wall pieces fit around that. So it actually doesn't matter. So yes, let's keep this room as is for now, and let's make the template. Let's remake the template. Wait, it doesn't matter? No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. So I'll delete the cube, save this as... Actually, do I need a template? Sure. Let's keep the template. There we go. And then let's make a new model for the set pieces. Wow. Great. So there is actually a way you can bake a normal map and ambient occlusion map from a high detailed mesh onto a flat surface that is above it. So like you have, it's like in Blender, it's basically like you have the detailed mesh over here and then the flat surface here. So it would then send rays from over here through this, take note of where different things are, and then when it hits the surface, it bakes it to a texture. So then you can use this object, the one with lower polygon count, in whatever project you're using, but use the baked textures to give the illusion of more detail, which I might do, but for now, just a simple wall segment will do. So let's go into Blender. And never knew about that, Paradise. Well, you learn something new every couple of days. Right, so let's do Roman. Let's do tile set. Roman tile set. Illusion of more detail is always good. Unfalse trickery. Haha. Is that a haha moment or not? Anyway, so here we go. Let's... Actually, can I make a group here? New collection. Oh, is that a... Huh. Okay, just gonna do it like this. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So, cube. Let's call this cube... Roman wall segment 1. Actually, let's give dimensions as well. So let's do X first. So 2 by 3, because if 3 meters tall, 2 meters wide. 2 by 3 and 1. Then, can I make a group for this? No, that is not the right thing. What is that? What does that do? Display number of users for the state block. Click to. That, not sure what that does. Control Shift G. Shift G. You know what? Let's just delete the object and place it again, just because that shortcut does not do what I wanted it to do anymore. So let's do. Actually, no, not that. Let's do this one. Let's see. Group. Oh, they may have renamed it to collection. New collection. Let's name it Roman wall segments. Right, and let's move this one into that collection. Right, anyway, sorry, background stuff there. Haha, indeed it is. Car. Call him Roman. That's a nice name. Roman Stevenson. He'll fix your plumbing in a jiffy. Call now at number. Yep, I think so. Collections are also colorable in the new Blender version. I know, yes. So, let's just design a little piece of it. So, the dimensions of this need to be 2 by 3. So, like this. Let's just give it a little bit of a lip. And by that I don't mean make it rude. I mean literally give it a bit of a lip. So let's do it like this. And oh well, it doesn't need to be this thick. Let's make it a bit thinner, maybe like this. Right? And let's actually let's actually select these bits and extrude them out. So actually extrude, then move out. So not like that. SX. This would be much easier if it wouldn't lag as much. There we go. So just having this as a basic wall segment, just to see if it works properly. Also, we may need to give it a little bit of a rounded edge if we're going to put multiples of these down. But for now, let's just export this. Roman tile set fbx.fbx.fbx. Export. Save, go back, and okay. Now let's do this in a test scene. Let's open up a new scene, and let's save this. Actually, I've already got a test scene, but I'm not going to go into that because there's secret stuff in there. Test scene, tile sets. XD, didn't realize the number gag. Shadows, so you'll have a rectangular cube with literal human lips on it? Creepy. Well, it is supposed to be creepy, so looks lovely, Shadows. Go back. Litepe? I see. No, we're not in Turkey at the moment. We're not in Turkey. So let's create. Actually, this is so right. This actually works quite well. Although okay, in the template, this plane here is too far up. It needs to be down here with the object, and then let's move the object up. And let's actually don't need to do that because it doesn't have animations. Hehe. Hehehehe. Indeed. Trace, aren't planes supposed to be quite far up? Yes. And do you see land here anywhere that this plane is at? I don't think so. Also, you don't see any light, so let's actually create a little directional light like this. Let's put this at 0, 10, 0. There we go. So let's make this a bit big. Yeah, sure, let's make this a bit bigger. Right, so because I've got wired texture on, you can see the little wireframe things of where the doors are supposed to be. So if I make a new room, so create new room, let's call this one Roman Northeast Southwest 1, and the other one I'll change to old. Okay, so now with this one, the Roman, this room basically, let's reset its position. And now I know where I need to place stuff. Actually, do I? Yes, I do. Good. So let's put in the, right, so the Roman, I see, I need to go back to the Roman tile set because, I see. If I have them all, actually, I could just export them. That might be better. So let's do, can I just export the object, the selected one? Export selected objects, there we go, that's the one I wanted. Selected objects. And then let's give it a name. Let's do Roman wall segment 2x3 1. And let's actually create a new folder for this one. Let's call it Roman tile, not tile set. Go into here, save that as an FBX in, well, let's call it FBX. Even though it's not going to exist as a .blend file, it's still good to have it clear in Unity what is what. So let's go in here. There is the segment. So yes, right there. So we've got this segment in the game now. It's that easy, yes. So actually we need to turn on shadows. That's going to be a bit helpful. There we go. Much better. So now, if I make this wall segment a child object of the new room, reset its position, reset its rotation, then actually, what is the snap setting at currently? Let's change the snap setting. Edit grid snap settings. All right, let's do 1 meter, just for now. Unless they're parked taxiing, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. No. Thanks, Easty. I know what you mean. Shall I disable auto bake in the lighting tab? It's fine. It's fine for now. So now for this test room, I can. Is that seriously one room? No, it must have been offset. No, why doesn't that work? Oh, that's for size. Oh, right, this is one. Huh. Glad I noticed that. So, now it's moving in the correct grid if I hold Command. So, let's just make a very simple room out of these tiles. The great thing about this is, if I select multiples and then I turn them, actually, if I've got global and center, then you can see I can twist them like this, not just individually. So now if I do that and do that, you can already see this starting to take shape a bit. So for this room, let's just keep it PG. No, I mean, sorry. Let's just, yeah, see, this is the thing. In the corner here, I really need to round these off so that in the corner there isn't going to be this issue. Or I could have separate corner pieces to put in there. That might be a better solution. So 2 in that direction, 2 in that direction. Actually also, why is this so dark? Strength, shadow strength. Yeah, let's just decrease the shadow strength a bit like this. Actually, no. Let's go to lighting, environment. Can I? You know what? Let's just generate the light mapping. There we go. That's much better. There we go. Although the directional light is too bright, let's reduce that down to, well, let's do 0.2. That is so much nicer. Right. So let's continue this. Did I already duplicate that? No. Good. So if I duplicate, actually no, I don't need to duplicate this. If I duplicate all of these 3, like this, twist them around, then I can put them on like that. And then you can see in the corner, because it's basically a half of one, so you can just intersect them like this, but it'll cause some Z fighting, so I'll probably need a corner piece like this as well, or maybe just a piece I can put in the corner. So now that I've got this, I can just select all of these pieces, duplicate them, move them over like this, turn them like that, duplicate them, turn them like that, move them over a bit again. And I'm just doing this just for performance reasons, basically, just so I can see what the performance will be like with this many objects for each room. Let's also give these, actually, well, should we? Let's give them each a box collider, if that will work. Will that work? Where is the box collider? Is it very small? You know what? Instead of a box collider, let's give them a mesh collider. And let's make them all convex. Why can't I see them? Oh, gizmos were off, of course. Actually, let's undo that and let's see if the box colliders work. Yes, they do work. Great, that's great. And just because I don't have a floor for this yet, I'm just going to duplicate room template, make it a child object of this, give it a let's do a box collider. Sure. Let's make it give it a bit more of a thickness, not 0. Let's make it 0.05. Let's make 0.1 and move it down negative 0.05. Oh, that's not going to work because it's... Is it? Negative 0.05. There we go. It does work. Right. So we've got this thing here. So now let's make this into a prefab. I've already got the folder for it, so let's just put it in that folder. Now let's go back to the actual game. Go back to the maze generator, and let's put... Actually, let's put both of them in. That'll be nice. Let's just make sure that it also knows how to randomly select one. Right. So here you see, this is where it chooses which room to... Actually, let's just read chat because I don't want to miss stuff. Is that seriously one room? Eh? Oh, this is a thumbnail. What? You'll keep it PG? Oh, sorry. Of course not. Oh, of course not. Of course not. What have you got planned for this game? Is it gonna be real horror? Or even worse? Or even ghosts? Yay! I'm glad you're excited about it. The Weirly Wovly Womb is done. Translation from Wenglish to English. The Really Lovely Room is done. Alternative title for the language. English. Yes, anything you say in it comes true. Shalace, with Is that seriously one room? You meant meter, right? Meter, one room. Yes. What? You keep it PG? Oh, sorry. Beep. Yeah. I mean, it is 13 plus, so swearing would be okay, even though I personally don't like it in this. It is, of course, 13 plus. It's on Twitch. Has to be. So, yeah. In this line here, it's choosing room 0 out of the set. Because I've got 2 in it now, I need to make it so it selects a random one. So let's do random dot range between Roman room northeast southwest set. Actually, no. Between 0 and Roman room northeast southwest set dot. It's an array, so it's length, which should mean that we get a mixture of both types of room. That is an unexpected error. Why is that an error? Oh, right, because it didn't. Oh, that's the wrong bracket. That's why. I need one there as well. No, you wouldn't do it, but it would be so funny, especially if it was beeped. Well, something was just beeped, so I could have said it. Well, oh, I do apologize terribly. Please permit me to make amends. Proceeds to go into full swearing rampage. Well, Grand Coulee Dam. Oh, yes, I know about that one. Interesting one. Yes, it is. XD, yikes. Okay, so let's see if it works. Funny thing about these new rooms, they don't have a roof yet. Or a ceiling, rather. There we go. Ah, perfect example. So it does work. You can see I've now got this room. What is my performance like? Oh, well, it's rendering. Well, I've still got 50 FPS with the stream running and on Retina resolution. It's not that bad yet. I think this is fine. As you can see, the moon. Anyway, yes, so you can see there are. Oh, you can see the entrance up there. The entrance that. Actually, can I jump? Oh, look at this. I've jumped up here. Now I'm going to jump into the entrance of the room. Going to back this way, and then going to go back this way, and you can see I'm outside. Ta-da! Anyway, yes, so we've got this type of room. And if we go into here, you can see I've got the old type of room. Yeah? So it does work. Old type of room, old type of room, old type of room, new type of room. Yes, it's actually quite nice. Well, damn. Well, linked damn. That's always hilarious. Let's just go down to the cellar. And let's just go down to the cellar. Now where's me cellar gone? Exactly. Probably found the cellar. Right. Looks gorgeous, but what's that black ball at the top? Parkour, you mean that thing? That is the entrance to the maze. Let me just show you. Yes. This actually looks a bit like a sci-fi theme now with the walls. I must be imagining this. Steps backwards and forwards again. Ah, there we go. This is the right room. So you can see, I'm going up the stairs. You can see, this black circle thing you saw is this hill. This little hill here with the house on top. Because this is not part of the terrain. It's actually an object that's on it. So you can see the seam here a bit going around in the circle. And because when you go down in here, it teleports the player down. Hopefully, yes. You can see up there, that is that circular hill up there. You can see there is the little red cube that is currently hiding the secret, which is this red cube, which is currently hiding the secret. Yes, the secret. Good. So it works, which is great. The entrance to the dungeon. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. Yep, see, told ya. Watch him not be able to get out. Well, it's not a dungeon, don't worry. Hehe. In the non-ceilinged rooms, it'd be easier to see. It'd be, yeah. Oh, whoa, make sure you make a roof for the make. Make sure you make a roof for the make. Yes. Shard Eyes, why does the hill have a bottom face, though? Does it? It does not. And, oh no, that's the other one. This one. That is, you're right, that is a bit straight. Oh, it's probably solidify. Yeah, it's probably solidify. Yeah, it is solidify. Use the walls. It is solidify. That's why. Solidify modifier. But where's the rest of the landscape gone? The rest of the landscape you can only see from the top. Because the rest of the landscape only has one face. Well, only has faces that face upwards. So if you look here, you can see hills. But if I look at it from the bottom, you can't see them. Yeah, so if I go up, you can, and there are hills, see? Go down, look up, can't see them. However, the hill here, this hill, which actually goes underneath the ground, has a face at the bottom because of solidify. So you can actually see it like this. And it's just because it wasn't being lit that it was this dark. Oh, there's a little gate spirit. Watch it. Look at the gate spirit. And there it goes. Anyway, so yes. Although, this is what it looks like now. You can clearly see it's spawning both types of room. And yeah, this is going to be the system for how I make new rooms. If I have like 3 or 4 different segments, wall segments, then I can just exchange them. Or maybe actually, I can have a prefab wall segment and then make it randomly choose one of the 3 segments, which will lag a bit when the maze is first generated, but after that should be fine, and that's okay, that's acceptable. So it actually does make them more individualized, I think is the right word for it. So yes, there we go. Charles, when are you planning on revealing Le Secret? When it's done. By the way, this week I've only had about an hour to work on the game. Or less than that, actually, I think. So yeah. I mean, I am keeping it going because I'm managing to get quite a bit done on stream, but if that wasn't the case, then I would postpone the project, because if it's not getting any more done, then yeah. But for now, I'm getting stuff done on stream, so I'm keeping it going good. And yes, I'm enjoying it as well, so that's good. Maze. Showdays. Oh. Yeah. Showdays, the solidify modifier adds faces like that? That's its purpose. The solidify modifier, that's its purpose, to add faces to stuff. You can see the hill actually is this shape. And you can see here the edge, it's got a face like this, and then it's got the interior side of it. That's what the solidify modifier does. You know Blender, you should know this stuff. Oh, Boingo Boom Boom. That is maybe the strangest thing you've said. Congratulations. No. Scheiß. But if the rooms are random, it spawn incorrectly angled corners and dead end everywhere. No. I mean that the segments are going to choose a random variant. Like, for example, I might have one variant which looks relatively new. Then I might have one with a few cracked stone bricks that are maybe laying on the floor as well, where something's fallen out. Maybe another one where tree roots are coming out. And then when it places a room in, each segment runs a script, which then chooses randomly one of those models and uses that one. The actual placement of the segments is still going to be done by me. So that's what I meant by that. Shadows. Oh, right. The top faces were solidified. Yes. Of course. I thought it had spanned it across the bottom. Oh, right. That makes sense why you were confused. Of course. And there's a lot of strange stuff. There is. But Owo, Bwain Go Boom Boom. That Owo, Bwain Go Boom Boom is, I think, maybe one of the strangest things. Maybe I'm misremembering. And Shades, couldn't you only solidify the entrance meshes? I could, but this is only temporary anyway. So I'll do it in greater detail when I actually make the proper stuff. And exclude the hill mesh, yes. Boon, boon. Boon, boom. Okay. Broom, eh? Okay. What's this about a broom? Nothing. Don't look in the closet. There's definitely not a broom in there. Right. I know you were thinking that I was going to say skeleton, and now I did. So, with that, let me get a thumbnail. Let's get a thumbnail. Well, I think that this might actually be good. Like, just this bit. Like, if I take a screenshot like this, then I can cut out that piece and use that as the thumbnail. That's probably going to be good. Anyway, stream ending time. Feels like we've only just started. Wink. So, yes. Actually, one second, let me just open the window a bit more. It is quite warm in here. 1 second. There we go. Right. So, right, there we go, the pillow. Right, so, yes. Not got my headphones on, which is okay, don't need them at the moment. Although, listen to this. That is nice. So, I think the coffee might be getting to you. No offense. Oh, hush, hush. I'm perfectly jellyfish. It says you're offline. Yes, I know. I was opening the window a bit more. I wanted to use the screen a bit more. That's it. Charles, feel free to go 20 minutes over time. Yeah, but we've got a kind of a good stopping point now at the moment. And the rest would... What would continue now would be to make... other rooms, so one that has only a north-south connection, one that only has a west-east connection, one that only has a north-east connection, one that only has, and so on. I went through the entire combination last stream, I think, or the stream before that. I don't need to go through it again, so I'd love to watch for a bit longer. Well, 19 now. Oh, that, odd. It's the springs on this. Actually, let me see if I can show you this. Because if you hear a thing, so you can see, this is the microphone stand. I've put it out, so you can see here. Actually, can you see that? No, not yet. Let me see. Yes, you can see here. This bit. You can't really see that, unfortunately. This bit here, that is a spring. So when it's in the thing, like that. Then, 1 second, let me just do this correctly. Yeah, it's like that. Actually no, that's the wrong one. needs to be in that one. Sorry, there we go. Nice sounds for you there. So when I do it like this, it's making these sounds, which is quite nice. So, well, 19 now. All right. Actually, no, it was 21. Yes, 20 now. Should I just add the ceiling, maybe? Last stream, yeah. We can barely hear you, though. Microphone, bit further down. Ah! Yeah, no, I'm not going to add the ceiling. It's fine, and we're running a bit behind schedule anyway, outside of the stream stuff. So, with that, let me just give you another interesting point of view. Let's just do it. Well, the thing is, I can zoom in like this, but if it gets to the point where the screen, where it's actually getting larger the further back it goes, like this, then it zooms out, like this zooms in. So actually, let's do this shape like this, and then I can just leave it like this, gently smearing. So, although I will have to go back to the other, go back down to the edge to stop the stream, because at the moment that's outside of my screen thing, so I can't actually click on it. But that's fine. That is fine. So let me read chat again. As in a sound of relief. All right. So, okay. Oh, bye, Mr. W. Bye. Hope you had fun. Referring to back scratching. Oh, back scratching. All right, a bit further down. Oh, I see. Yes. Bye. Bzz. Wow. Looks like an asteroid field. Does a bit. Yes. Creepy. Yeah, it is quite nice though, isn't it? You can see if I slowly move the mouse pointer, how it's just smearing across the screen. You can see it slowly fades away. There we go. Bye. Yes, so bye. Now you see, once again, if I zoom in just a bit further, you can see now it's going. Now we're going to warp. There we go. There we go. Right. Oh, we've dropped out of the time vortex. We're fine again. Sorry. Bye. Thanks for the stream and shout out. Yeah, I'm sorry about the technical issues. So I didn't shout you out yet. Oh, right. Shoutouts. That's how they got the effect. BBC. Well, so shoutouts. Yes, Kangafango, Just Tough, Map Building, OMSI 2, Trains, Truck Driving Simulators on Sundays. Have a look at that. Also, Slovak Eagle, Brand, the Branded K on Twitch. Yes. Central Europe, huge trains map. Just have a look at it. Just have a look at it. Just have a look at it if you want. It's free on the DLS. So, with that, BBC, thanks. Bye. Bye. Also, this stream will be archived, and this is the schedule, so there you go.